mean, it's really amazing to me. I keep meeting little kids, even there are kids here today, who are discovering Grease for the first time. So every 5 years or 7 years, there's a whole new generation. And it's really incredible to me how the popularity has maintained. And it seems to me in the last year or two, it's kind of got even more so. And they've been playing it a lot on television. Right. I guess it's kind of a build-up for this 20-year thing, but it really is amazing.
How did you get into the... How did the role come around 20 years ago?
Well, I went to dinner at Helen Reddy's house, right, who's a fellow Aussie, and her husband, and they had invited Alan Carr, who was producing Grease. I was clowning around, as was I was always clowning around, and he thought I'd be perfect for the role of Sandy, so he sent me the script. And I had made a movie a couple of years before that, which was pretty bad, and I was really nervous because I just was doing quite well with my music. I said, well, I'm interested in Sandy because I like the fact that she gets to change characters, but I want to do a screen test, and I want to see how I turn out before I agree to this. So John agreed to do it with me, and it worked really well. Also, my problem was, how am I going to speak with an American accent? I said, look, I can't speak with an American accent, so if you want me to do this, maybe there's somewhere we can make her Australian. So they changed the whole thing for me and wrote that in, which was really cool.
Was there a time when you thought, I just wish that Grease thing would just go away?
Oh, no, gosh.
Never?
I feel so fortunate that I'm in a movie that's a classic. I mean, how many times does that happen to people? Not very often. There aren't very many movies that have stood the test of time like this one. So no, I think I'm really, really, really lucky, and I'm very blessed to be in it. And even when I'm an old lady, you know, people going, "You're in Grease."
Somehow I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, it might.
I mean, since the film, have there been revivals of the show that you've been involved with in any way, or? Not really. I went to Germany. Germany did it in German, and it was really an excellent production. I must say, they did the songs in English, but they did everything else in German. Right. And I went to the opening of that. That was really interesting to, you know, Danny, wie geht es? You know, it's really funny. And they've done it all around the world, but no, I haven't really been involved in anything. They did a new one in Los Angeles quite recently, and it's on Broadway running. In fact, it was so popular at one stage they had two running simultaneously in New Broadway.
York. Yeah,
that's right, they did too. With you said you recently went to a tribute to John Travolta. Have you guys kept in touch? Do you keep in touch over the 20 years, or is that something that brought you together?
No, we've
after
kept
not
in
seeing
touch.
Each other for a while?
Sorry, interrupting you.
That's all right.
We have kept in touch, but I haven't seen him for a while until this night, you know. But we speak on the phone. He's a very busy person. He's made movies back to back. In fact, at the tribute, Tom Hanks did this little speech to him and said, "John, I'm in London making a movie, and believe it or not, you're not in it. It's one of the few that you're not in." So he's really been busy.
In Los Angeles, 1981, and Alan Carr, who produced Grease 1, had called me in because he'd seen a picture of me and heard something, a recording I did. And I was actually up for the part in Grease 2. Fortunately, I didn't get it because it died. But, you know, it's a bit of little trivia for you.
Like John, Olivia also said no to starring in the sequel to Grease. However, for those who don't remember who took the female lead in Grease 2, it was a young Michelle Pfeiffer.
What's changed for you most in the last 20 years?
What's changed for me most?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, I think you grow because life brings so many things to you. I think the birth of my child probably was the thing that was my biggest joy and my biggest growth, in that once you start to, when you have a child, then everything is focused on not you anymore, the next generation. I mean, obviously, to be in this business, you have to be a little bit self-absorbed because of what you're doing, but it takes the focus off you onto your child and the next generation and what's important for her, and conscious of the environment and want to make it a better world for her to live in and all these things. So she would be the most important thing that's happened to me in my life, I would say. In my career, Grease would have to be one of the, obviously, probably the highlight, because it sustains so long ago. Yeah. It's like, as you say, it'll always be there, so it stood the test of time. And I've just had some wonderful and amazing experiences in my life, and I'm very lucky. Some
of the things we've got to know you associated with over the last few years, like your work with the environment, is that because of becoming a mum?
I think that really spurred me on to become active. I was concerned about it. I've always been an animal lover and felt that we all share the same planet and they deserve equal time and equal rights. I wanted to really try and make a difference with the position that I've gained for myself.
Right.
in making the world a better place in some way, drawing attention to issues, or that's why I started the show Wildlife in the beginning, because of that, because I got an opportunity to meet people who are trying to do something good to save a planet or save a species or a rainforest, and just in an interesting way draw people's attention to those things and show that one person can make a difference, basically.
Is Chloe your #1 fan?
Well, she's my, you know, I'm mum. So as mum, you're #1 fan until we get into the teenage years, which are coming up. Maybe that's going to change. But no, actually, I spoke to her on the phone about half an hour ago, and she was watching Grease. And she's asking me all these questions about it. Mum, when you did this, was this really happening, or was that a set? And all this stuff.
Well, what sort of questions does she ask? Because they're probably good questions. I should ask you those sorts of questions, I guess.
No, actually, she asked me if the bonfire scene was really a bonfire or was it just a set. I mean, all these interesting questions.
You have to explain all the movie magic.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm working on an album in Nashville. I'm going back to my country roots. I'm going to Nashville, I'm co-writing it.
Right.
And that's going to be fun. I'm going to work with about 6 different producers, and I'm talking, and it looks like it's going to happen a television series next year, because I really feel like I'd like to be in one place for a while and have a normal life and know where I'm going to be on Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock instead of all this craziness, you know.
So where is home? Where is home for Olivia Newton-John now?
I kind of feel I have 2 homes. When I hit Australia, I'm home.
Yeah.
But America has been my home for 25 years, and so it's home too.
Yeah.
And I had my child there, and, you know, I have a whole wonderful circle of friends. The Aussie Mafia is still there, and my sister lives there, and my nephew and nieces, but I have my mother and brother and nephews and nieces here. So I love it both, and Chloe loves both too, and she loves to come back.
Well, we better let you get to work.
Thank you.
And we look forward to sort of, I guess, catching up in another 20 years, perhaps, do you think?
Yes.
Grease 40-year anniversary special.
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing?
Who knows? I mean, I'm sure when the film came out, you
Stranger
probably didn't
things
think we'd be
happen.
doing this 20 years' time on.
Not at all.
Olivia Newton-John, thanks very much.
Thank you. Okay.